everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Hannah.
And we're the dog trainers here at San Antonio's Animal Care Services. Today we're going to go over how to get your dog to walk nicely on leash. Before we start, be sure to check out our leash and collar recommendation video. The link is in the comments below. A few things to keep in mind when you're doing leash walking is get a treat pouch, use a variety of treats, and tie your dog out just a little bit before you start training.
Whichever side your dog is on, you're gonna hold the leash with the opposite side hand. So since Nix is on my left side, I'm gonna hold the leash with my right hand. I'm gonna give her about 3-ish feet of leash to walk with. That means that if she was to get in front of me, she's not gonna get more than a body length ahead. I'm gonna keep my leash hand right here below my chest in the abdomen area. And when I'm not treating with my left hand, it's gonna be up here with my leash hand. When you treat, you wanna make sure you're treating when your dog is right next to you, not when they're ahead of you or behind you or over there or over here. They need to be right next to you.
Before you actually start your walk, you need to practice a few things. The main thing is getting your dog to sit next to you and give you attention. So there's a couple of ways you can get your dog to get into a sit next to you. One way is just to kind of turn around with them and then put a treat at their nose and pull up, yes, and treat like that. Another way is if your dog is ahead of you, you can kind of do this little thing and get them to sit next to you like so. Once they're in this position, you want to practice your attention grabber that we worked on previously. So Scout knows a kissy sound, so I will practice make sure that he is giving me attention. Yes. 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 Now that he is sitting here looking up at me, this lets me know that we are ready to go for a walk.
Now, once you have your dog's attention, you're ready to start your walk. You want to begin with a release word such as let's go or let's walk. Immediately when you take your first step, you're gonna give your dog a treat. That's to remind them that you're gonna be treating them for walking next to you. When you begin walking, make sure to keep your dog's interest by having a higher pitched voice when you're talking to them, because you will be talking to them throughout, or at least most of the walk. You need to be the most interesting thing to your dog so that you do not lose their attention. Ready? Let's go. Yes. Good job, Nix. You're being such a good girl. Oh my goodness, we're gonna go this way. Yes. Make sure you are not luring your dog, so you're not having your treat hand down here the entire time. We wanna make sure they're following you and not your treats, except when they're having a little trouble with turns or high distractions. You can kind of lure your dog for a second to get them in the correct position. Yes.
One of the biggest challenges people often have are dogs pulling. So if what we mentioned before doesn't work and your dog still pulls, these are the ways that you need to discourage them from pulling. So if I'm walking Scout and for any reason he gets ahead of me, I'm going to either, if he gets ahead of me for any reason, I'm either going to change directions like I am right now. Come on, this way. Yes. I can stop. So if he's really distracted by something, over here, if I can stop and then call him back, Scout, come back here. Or I can walk and turn, come on, we're going this way, good job. And that way I'm never reinforcing the pulling. The biggest problem people often have is when their dogs pull, they allow them to pull and just kind of go with it. That is reinforcing the behavior. So we either want to stop immediately or change direction to discourage the behavior from occurring.
Don't forget to practice the 3 Ds, which is distance, distraction, and duration. Distance and duration go hand in hand when it comes to loose leash walking, so make sure to start with short walks.
For distraction, you want to start in a low distracting place, such as inside your own home. Once you perfect your dog walking nicely on leash inside your home, then try out in your backyard. Once they do well there, then try front yard and then maybe a quiet part of your neighborhood, and so on and so forth until you're able to get your dog to walk nicely no matter where you're at.
That's all we have for now. Make sure to check out our other videos and don't forget to follow us on social media. Bye.
Bye, thanks guys.